Libra, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This one is for November 6th through to the 12th. So we will jump in just a moment and see what's on the cards. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button for me, Libra, and you might want to think about leaving me a comment. And please do subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these readings. It not only helps me be able to bring them to you, but also it helps me build the community, connect with your energy, and read for this collective. So I'd be super grateful for that. If at any time, Libra, you would like a personal reading or healing, the first link down below will take you to my website. You can find out more about what I offer. There's also links down below to my free Learn Tarot Quick Guide, my paid immersive online tarot course for you to learn all the basics, and my professional reading process, my karmic community, free email newsletter, and my Instagram account where I'm super active and interactive. Okay, let's waste no more time, Libra. I have got Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so in a situation maybe you feel you haven't been able to, be in your full self-expression. That could look like, a work career situation where you have to really sort of show up and leave all of your personal life and your personal side, or maybe your creative energy behind. Okay, maybe it's not quite in alignment with the company or organization you're working for. In a relationship, that might be that somebody else is really sort of controlling things here. Maybe you feel like you've had to, be somebody else to remain in this situation. So this is really your reminder that if you can't be in your full, authentic self-expression, is that situation really meant for you? Okay, the Aquarian energy is really associated with your uniqueness, your unique gifts, talents, characteristics, personality. No matter how quirky, it is what really makes you you. So allow it to shine here. And maybe you've got a skill or talent that needs to be brought to the world. All right, I'm going with just the major arcana here, Libra. We've got just the 22 cards here. And for you, I have the Hierophant. That I couldn't have said it better here myself. The Hierophant will speak to us. So the Hierophant really talks about going your own way and challenging tradition and the traditional way of doing things, traditional settings in your life. So for example, this could be you, not feeling like you fit with a traditional career that maybe you went into for reasons of, well, this will be the thing to set me up, it's stable, it's secure, through to maybe there was family pressure or societal pressure to hold up a certain status. This could also be in your relationship, that you're with somebody that you've realized you have fundamental differences in values, okay? Difference in opinions, difference in vision, difference in lifestyle. Now, sometimes that is okay and opposites attract, but if they're those non-negotiable things, then, maybe there's been a shift here and you've grown and evolved, and it might be time for you to go on your way, because the Hierophant's number 5 in the major arcana, and it talks about a critical turning point here. Sometimes it's really that awakening point in your life. Like sometimes they call it the midlife crisis point, card, which I don't like, because basically the midlife crisis is where we awaken to truth, whether that's truth of who we really are, what is happening in the world, the fact that you're a spiritual being having an earthly experience. And that can happen at any time in your life, right? But for many people, it happens around mid-age because you've sort of experienced the opposite, maybe going along with the societal model, and that's when we often feel like, well, this isn't working for me, I really want to go my own way. And then there's a quickening of aligning all life areas, and that's why often there is the ending of a relationship, maybe pursuing a passionate career, doing all those things that you've always wanted to do. So you're being asked to really reevaluate what you're committing to and the alignment with your true essence. Yeah, I've got the 7 of Swords here in the situational energy, okay? And going along with what is not the real us is a form of sabotage. I've got the Knight of Pentacles here in blocks, obstacles, challenge, advice, the Star. There goes the Aquarian energy, and I was sort of reading that when I read the Oracle card, and it's showing up in the advice. So double Aquarian energy, you might be dealing with an Aquarius. Of course, the Hierophant is the card of Taurus. Yeah, we're heading for some kind of change here, some kind of release with the Ten of Wands in the outcome. I'll clarify as we go. So I'm going to start with the Seven of Swords in the situational energy and Two of Cups. So for many of you, this is playing out in a partnership, whether that is your romantic partnership. If so, it's a higher commitment marriage. It's a long-term partnership. Also, I do see the Two of Cups as a partnership with an organization or business, right? Because work career, we go there for, 30, 40, 50 plus hours a week. It is like another relationship, okay? So in one of those areas, you can't be the real you, or you feel that is no longer in alignment. And we're being told here that it's taking a certain amount from you. And by staying in there, then maybe there is some kind of sabotage here. So Seven of Swords really asks you to see beyond the illusion and, really make some big decisions as to what you're really wanting for this next chapter, next phase of your life. I've got the Knight of Pentacles in the blocks, obstacles, or challenge. It is a Virgo energy, and it's really asking you to start preparing, start planning for your change. Here goes the Page of Wands. Wow, yeah. So it's funny because I always say that the pages are like the energy that's conspiring and divinely orchestrating the Ace of the same suit, meaning you're actually being encouraged towards the Ace of Wands here. And the Ace of Wands for me would be, new beginnings, new potential that really lights you up. Because if you're not being the real you, if you're having to dim your light to fit in, then you're absolutely not inspired. And over time, that burns you out, and it can have a massive, a massive impact on your energy, right? When we're not feeling comfortable in a situation, right, we feel dis-ease. It can lead to disease or burning out or energetic issues and blocks in the body. Okay, it is all connected. So if you're really feeling like you're going down that path and slowly starting to burn out mentally or physically, it is time for change, absolutely, because it's becoming cellular. So in the Page of Wands, this always indicates somebody who is kind of feeling like there's a dry spell, right? And you're starting to, feel like there's not really much opportunity on the horizon. But if you start planning and preparing, Knight of Pentacles, I feel that it's only a matter of time before things shift, okay? But of course, you will need to take that action towards this, and just one foot in front of the other in a new direction all adds up. So the advice is the Star. I'm going to get the clarifier for this one. So as I've mentioned, this is the Aquarius energy of vulnerably being yourself. It comes in with the Four of Cups. Now I see someone here that's taking that Two of Cups energy, that partnership, whether personal or professional, and tipping it out, sending it back to the earth lovingly, okay? And with that goes all the emotional charge, all the emotional suppression. It's time to release that, because otherwise we sit in the Four of Cups, which is often finding a coping strategy to stay in a situation, whether that is the quiet quitting in work career where we're not going above and beyond but we're just ticking along, or whether that is emotionally detaching in a relationship, or sort of going into the comfortably numb by using substances or food or distractions to stay in the situation, all of which have long-term consequences as well. So the Star is really saying, maybe it's time for rebirth here. You're being divinely guided in that direction and maybe divinely protected as well. But yes, there is vulnerability, absolutely, in that process. The 7 white stars here always relate to the chakra system, and I'm really feeling that this is having an energetic toll on you, okay? It's time for recalibration. It's time for rebirth, and the gateway to that is through release, 10 of Wands, because I feel like this is weighing heavily on you, and it's almost like because it's taking so much energy just to stay in this situation and go through the days and the drudgery of it, it's almost like your vision is blinded. There's not even enough energy to think about what you would do beyond this. But I feel like there's a little gap here where you've had time to reflect on it, or maybe this, maybe this reading is that for you. Now it's coming in with the 6 of Cups here, and I really feel that this is the energy of coming back to who you were as a child, or maybe in your adolescent years. And that's really important, because often that's when we didn't have all the responsibility, therefore we were much more in our presence of what lit us up and what we felt passionate about, right? So I feel that, think back to that time and how you felt, and I really feel you're being asked to reconnect with that energy. And when you really sort of feel into that, yeah, you really want to move towards that light, towards those brighter times. I pulled the Death card there, and it's called Transformation in this deck, and it's the card of Scorpio, and we're in Scorpio season right now. So this is a time to start thinking about getting out of that chamber, right? Which is obviously a metaphor for the fact that this has become a bit of a prison, right? Because if you can't be the real you, then we are really constricting, we are closing down our energy field and limiting our experience. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, meaning that through release and letting go and leaving this situation, even if it might be a planned series of steps here, that there is rebirth, that the sun energy wants to bring new growth, new life, new passion in for you. But of course, there's always action required, vulnerable action, a series of steps here. But this is the point of change for you, where you really are being asked to consider alignment, what is in alignment, and potentially, moving through that process of release and letting go and lifting that weight off your shoulders. And if you do, that's where we get also the 6 of Cups energy, receiving happiness, growth, things flourishing again, and a much brighter future beginning to open up for you. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you would like a personal reading to tune into your specific circumstances, the first link down below will take you to my website. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, hit subscribe on your way out. I'd be super grateful for that. And I am just wishing you so much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.